Welcome, Aquarians, to your January 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Can you believe it's 2021 and we can finally turn our backs on that tumultuous year 2020? And I can see that for Aquarians, you are going into the new year with a sense of hope and faith, and it's really going to be wonderful for you. Your energy is quite strong and great. And before I get into your reading, if this is the first time you've tuned into my channel, you can get a free mini reading from me just by clicking that subscribe button. You can ask your question in the comments below, or if you want to keep it out of the public forum, you can email me and I'll be happy to answer your questions in private as well. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, you are showing up in your reading here quite strongly, Aquarians. You have the Star card, and the Star card rules Aquarius, and it is saying, as I mentioned, that you have this wonderful, unending hope and faith and true understanding when entering into this new month. And you can really begin to make some long-term plans. This is the kind of energy you're feeling like you can put that year behind you, and now you can put some long-term plans in place and things are going to turn out really well. This is kind of what I'm feeling for you. And you've got a sense of purpose, and it's allowing you to see that there's an abundant future within your reach. And it's just, faith is just what's coming through. Faith and hope and faith that things are going to work out wonderfully for you. The Star card is almost like that Make-A-Wish card, where it's got that kind of great energy, and you're on the right path when the Star card comes out. It's telling you that you are really heading in that right direction, and it's almost like any long-term plans that you do put in place will be certain. So just make a wish for whatever you want, because it's like things are going to work out for you. It's wonderful energy there. Now, you've got the Tower card, and the Tower card in your reading is telling me that you are going to be feeling the need to break out of any old, outdated, and confining boundaries that have either been placed on you by your family or society, or even things that boundaries that you've put on yourself. You are going to feel like you can break out of this situation, and it's almost like you've become aware of this situation that you're in. Almost this year you're kind of looking at it and you're not happy with where you are, perhaps, or the way things are going. I'm feeling this energy does have something to do with work, and it's like you're going to choose to break free of your own accord. Now, it's almost like the Tower card is bringing this awareness to you that you perhaps have just been pushing through or working through in the past, but now things are changing. Now, sometimes the Tower card, some people feel the Tower card can be quite a challenging card because it talks about significant life experiences, and it's, sometimes it can be, and this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you and just leave the rest behind. But the Tower card can be one of those cards that talks about a sudden and unexpected event that sometimes seems negative on the surface, but ultimately it actually is going to work in your favor or be for your greater good or for a benefit to you. And, this, a lot of people can associate unexpected or in, life experiences, significant life experiences as frightening, but things like getting married is a life experience, having a baby is a life experience, graduating, they can all be life experiences that do come along with a bit of stress, but ultimately they are wonderful and they change your life forever. So it's kind of almost like a new awareness is going to come forth because of this significant life experience that you have gone through. It can talk about a revelation, as I said, something that helps you understand where you are in life as opposed to where you'd like to be. And it's an epiphany of freedom, and it allows you to see things clearly. And this could perhaps even be for the first time for some of you. You might be just kind of looking at your life, your work situation, and realizing this isn't where I want to be. And you may be putting some changes in place for yourself. Now, you have the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is one of those cards that talks about the need that you feel like you want to protect what you've created. And you've really worked hard to create your dreams. And you may be feeling a little bit uncomfortable about the safety or stability of what you've built at the moment. And you want to feel you kind of feel the need to redouble your efforts and in what you've done. And I'm stuttering. It's important at this moment that you really have confidence in yourself and your abilities, because you guys are amazing. You have what it takes. You need to go within to access that inner courage and then turn it outward to show that you are brave and determined. As long as you believe in yourself, everything is going to be fine. Now, the Nine of Wands can also talk about that feeling of not being happy in your work environment. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, and for some of you, this won't apply. But this kind of also has the energy where you wake up in the morning and go, I don't want to go to work. You're sort of dragging yourself to that role that you are doing, that you're doing it because you feel like it's necessity, but your heart's not really in it. And this is why I feel this can be related to that Tower card, where you may be feeling like there are going to be some changes that you want to put into place regarding your job or your work. Now, you've got the Three of Wands there as well. Now, the Three of Wands is time to really pause and reflect. Again, I'm feeling this energy is all connected. And, your successes to date have been very encouraging and very uplifting. But not all the rewards for your efforts have presented themselves yet. But it's like you've got this feeling that your ships are coming in. You've put in that hard work and you can feel that things are going to be happening for you. So what the Three of Wands says is that you don't really need to wait for the arrival. So start planning for that next phase. You put in all the hard yards, and it's time now to start planning for the next phase. And it's quite interesting, the card right beneath that is the Eight of Pentacles, and that is the card of the apprentice and of learning new stuff and learning a new trade perhaps, or maybe even changing career and learning all of the new stuff that goes along with that, or even a new job, a new role in your current organization. So that is quite interesting and promising for you. But just to go back to the Three of Wands, it's really time to look far out onto the horizon and into the future and dream even bigger dreams. You know, that's what the Star card was saying. Just dream big, make a wish. You can do it. You can achieve it. You've got what it takes. It's quite lovely energy there. Now you've got the Empress as well. What a lovely card. That is the card of nurturing and of birth and of growing things, new things. A lot of abundant energy around the Empress card. And it's also a message with this card that it's time to stop pondering and get busy. Go for it. You can do it. This is the main theme I'm feeling that is coming through for Aquarians in January. You've got the dreams, you've got the ideas. Now put them into practice and go for it. Do what you want to do, what's going to make you happy, because that Empress talks about giving you the ability to manifest your dreams. And as I mentioned, now general reading, so this will not apply for all of you, but it can be an indication of pregnancy. So as some of you are wanting to get pregnant, this could be a message that you are pregnant. And this doesn't necessarily mean giving birth as well yourself. It can mean an adoption. It can also mean getting a new pet, because some of us consider that our babies are our pets, consider our pets as our babies, our fur babies. So that is definitely a wonderful message there for a lot of Aquarians. And congratulations if you are pregnant. Now, also, it's, as I mentioned, the Empress is that card of nurturing. It's the card of the mother. And it's time to sort of nurture yourself when the Empress card comes in. You might be nurturing yourself, but you could also be nurturing those around you. And this card is really saying, make sure that you do nurture yourself as much as you do everyone else. And that's even if you're not a mum. That is the message there. Just give yourself that loving nurturing. Now, also another message of the Empress is that you can be giving birth to a wonderful new idea or project, a new phase in your life. You might be putting something into play that isn't necessarily a physical baby, but you're making something. You know, you've got your baby. This can be, you know, a new career for yourself, like a new business that you want to start, or a new project that you want to start, something that you're putting a lot of nurturing, caring, loving energy into. And this is really, you know, even just kind of a creative project, writing a book or creating a painting or something like that. It's this birth of something that's very important to you. But yeah, really, again, this message of nurturing, I'm feeling like make sure you are nurturing yourself and seek out things that are going to make you feel nurtured, like go and have a wonderful massage, go to a retreat and just relax. That kind of energy is what the Empress is asking you to do. Now you've got the Queen of Cups there. Now the Queen of Cups can represent a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And the Queen of Cups is one of those cards that it's a very deeply emotional card. And again, this message is almost identical to that of the Empress, where it talks about, well, an aspect of this is identical to the Empress, where it's saying you are asked to care for others and nurture others, but also to make sure that you nurture yourself. So this is a very important message for you, Aquarians. Are you looking after yourself? Are you nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, and making sure that you put yourself first as well? You know, when you've got this energy around you of the Empress and the Queen of Cups, you are so good at looking out for everyone else and caring for everyone else, but sometimes you've got to care for yourself and put yourself first. And this can also talk about some really deep running feelings that are significant, that are going on in your relationship, whether that's romantic or platonic. Just a lot of loving energy there in your relationship. So that's quite lovely. And it's also a card of really profound psychic experiences, the Queen of Cups. So you're really asked to listen to any guidance that you or feelings. Listen to your intuition very, very closely. Now, the Queen of Cups is, if this is a person, this is someone, a person in your life, this is someone that's extremely nurturing and loving as well, and a very kind person. And they just place their arms, it's almost like they place an arm around you and speak softly and compassionately until your problems no longer seem to be very large. So if you've got someone in your life that isn't a water sign but sort of does that for you, that's someone that's going to play a significant role in your life in January. Now you have the World card. What a wonderful card this is. It's a card of successful completions. And you've really gotten to that. It indicates that you're kind of moving to that next level in your personal lives or your career. And this can talk about a promotion or a new position that's challenging and promising though. And it can reflect also moving to a new home or moving cities. But it's a card of enlightenment as well. And it's really talking about following your evolution, following where your life, where you've planned your life to go. And it's almost like you've just got complete clarity, and it provides you with an understanding about where it is that you want to go next. So there's so many themes running through your reading. I'm really feeling like you've just got this new direction that is going to be challenging for you, but it's going to be something that you are really wanting to put energy and effort into, and it's going to be successful. And as I touched on before, you've got that Eight of Pentacles, and that is that card of the great craftsman. And this is where you could be moving on to a new position where you're going to be learning new skills, and you're really going to throw yourself into it. Now, this can talk about new studies as well. You might be wanting to learn some new stuff. But it's really that card where You want to know everything that there is to know and practice until your skills are really honed. That's that kind of energy in January. You've really worked hard, Aquarians, on, a current project, and you want to do that as well for anything new that you undertake. You kind of got your eyes set on that perfection, and you are really determined to make that grade. So this is great. And for a lot of you, this can be a card of going back to school, attending seminars or classes, or anything that has to do with educating yourself further and developing your skills. So that's quite great energy as well. Now, your final card, Aquarians, is breaking barriers. And the affirmation for this card is, I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So say that to yourself, because you are setting yourself free. You're making some big choices in January that are really going to change the direction of your life for the better. So the meaning of this card is, there are times to go with the flow, but this isn't one of them. Now is the time to break through self-imposed barriers. Gather your inner forces and break free from whatever is holding you back. The universe wants you to know, don't let fear or even reason prevent you from overcoming barriers. Trust your instincts and push through. Remember to keep going and don't stop. Just as it takes effort for a chick to hatch out of its shell or a seedling to push through the hard-packed earth, this is your time to use supreme effort to break out of your own shell and reach the light. The energy of breaking through isn't always neat and tidy, so it's okay to feel messy and chaotic for a while. Eventually, the situation will sort itself out and peace will reign. And that, to me, is almost tying in with that Tower card. Things might be hard. They might seem like, you have to break things down before you can rebuild. But you have got the energy, Aquarians. You're going into this new year with that wonderful sense of hope and faith, and you are going to change things up. It's going to be a great month for you. So I hope that resonated with you, Aquarians. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. That has some beautiful crystal pieces there. They're all one-off pieces, handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer. And the meanings of those crystals are also on that website. So check it out. Have a great month, Aquarians. See you next month. Bye.